Yeah, too many colors. Peace. I wanted to say, got the hat yesterday. As you can see it, specially made. Kemet Ray Ma'at, which means Black Sun Justice. So I want to thank you for that. And my wife, she wanted to say something too.
My hat was specially made as well, and it means first to step out of the waters of noon. And I want to say thank you to my aunt forever. Very nice.
Sister Andrea Brunette is in a place to be. How you doing, Senate?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
So you have something to show us today?
Yes, I went on to the product line and I bought 3 shirts and I just wanted to show you all what I got.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, so this is the first one. This is the
Ankh shirt.
the Ankh shirt. I got it in black and gold, but I think I'm gonna go and get a blue one too.
All right.
Okay, so that's the first one.
All
And
right.
then
The Ma'at. Oh, it looks
this,
good in blue.
I don't know. Yeah, this is the Ma'at one.
Oh, that's
I
what's
don't know if you
up.
can see.
Yeah, we see it. We
I'm
see
trying.
it.
Can you see it?
Nice bright
And
color, you know.
yeah, I love this. I love this color. I love it. And then the piece de la resistance is my favorite
I'm the best to
one.
be tonight.
I'm the best to be tonight. Yeah.
That's what's up. Oh, the
There's
best
that
to
on
be
the sleeve
tonight.
too.
Even on the sleeve.
Tonight.
All right.
Even on the sleeve. I had it. Yeah,
All right.
this is the lick right here. So I'll be wearing that on
Oh,
your next live. I will have this one on.
all right. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. All right.
So
Well, thank you.
that's the 3 ones I got.
Thank you
Love
very
them.
much for your support. It's appreciated. I'm glad that you like the products.
You're welcome. You're
All
welcome,
right.
and we'll see you on the next live stream.
All right. See you soon.
Okay, I hope you can see this. Civilization started with agriculture. Custom made shirt from my aunt forever, Shaka Indugu. Civilization started with agriculture. This is Curse of Hammurabi, Shaka Indugu, who I support. Civilization started with agriculture. Because
Hey, this is my unboxing video that I'm doing for the product I bought from my Forever's channel. I bought the coffee mug, and here it is. Sorry there's a glare from the screen, but lots of bold, crisp, beautiful colors, inside and out, high quality ceramic. I absolutely love it. So y'all go check out his website. He's got a lot of fun, fresh designs. And cheers to you, Shaka, and all of your endeavors. Peace.
All right. Hey, brother Donnie Williams. See, you got your mail.
Yeah. What's up, Shaka? I was gonna do just I know it's a serious topic, but I was gonna do a little
No, I appreciate that, bro. I'm
unboxing.
glad.
So
I'm glad. Yeah. Live
yeah,
unboxing. Bro, you don't mind if I use this excerpt, like as a clip in my
no,
intro?
no,
Oh,
it's all
thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And for those who wonder, I'm gonna share the link. All right, that's lovely.
Yeah, I got the Heather Gray. Oh man,
Oh, you got the Kemet shirt as well. Okay.
Yeah, can you? I didn't know it had that on the back
In the
though.
black. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what's up,
That's
man.
lovely. Oh, thank you. I
So,
appreciate that.
yeah. So just letting you know, just coming through, showing some support real quick, man. I'm about to get back into this Netflix film, so just wanted to say peace, man, and thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, brother.
Okay,
All right. Our sister RP is in the place to be. What's up, sister?
E.T. Sen E. How you doing?
E.T. Senate E. I'm doing nefer.
Oh, great. Well, I got it today. I was thinking it was coming from France, but then I did the tracking and it was outside actually when I went to check, and here it is.
Oh, that's what's up. It's just like my hat. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let me do the solo layout. There it is, brothers and sisters. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
I really like this. Yeah, so I have an after school program that I help facilitate. And I'm going to wear this because we're going to start talking about coding. So I'm going to
Okay.
use this as an introduction because this is a code. It's
Mm.
ancient code, but it's still a code. And then we're going to be able to, demonstrate. I'll be able to demonstrate to them the meanings inside each of the, glyphs and stuff. So, but yeah, I was looking online and I was like, this is actually like really good designs. So as soon as I get some more, extra money, I'm gonna get the matching hat and I want to get a Ma'at shirt. But I really like the Kemet one to start with. Yeah, so it's really good. And the prices ain't bad either. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Hotep Sinu Hena Senut Iti Rent Ishakan Nuku Kemet. I hope you're doing well. This will be a brief live stream, and the title is Would Someone Wear a Polite Bandana and Claim His Team? Because let me see who's in the place to be. Andrea Berta is in the place to be. Actually, Donnie Williamson is there early before I started, and we have Andrea Burnett. Donnie is greeting everybody. It's quite early. It's 5:30 in New York as I speak. 5:30 a.m. of course. Hold on. What am I supposed to go now? Oh, it's not. That's not the right area. There it is. Okay. Can you please tell me if you can hear me well? Check. Thank you, Donnie. All right. So the thumbnail of this live stream is a dude known by many, and this is a screen print from a recent video. And you can see that not only he wears a ISUPK bandana, but at the bottom he chose to write as his username while he was streaming. Team ISUPK, then he put his name. So it says Team ISUPK Sanera. Thank you, Sister Andrea, for letting me know you can hear me well. So for those who don't know, and those who act like they don't know, because, you know, I told you, the Pan-Africans, the conscious community, they all defend rapists and child molesters. Well, when I say all, I don't mean each and every one of them. I don't mean every single one of them, but if not the majority, a great part. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to speak. You're gonna hear that. I didn't say, they said it.
Polight, if let's say Polight is innocent, he could be a partial victim. You know, maybe he broke up with the girl. Who knows, you know, what happened in that instance. But the only true victim is that girl. So I think that's what we need.
And I think that's being a hypocrite, because you have a member of ISUPK who was locked up for child molestation, for rape, or whatever it is, and y'all still support him. Here it is, Polight have not been found guilty, and y'all wouldn't support him. See the double standard?
What
you have
double
a member
standard?
in ISUPK, which y'all support him financially. You put money on his books, but Polight have not been found guilty, and y'all already.
This how I know you taking a strong. This how I know
you
you take a strong position of Polight's innocence, regardless of waiting till the verdict come, because you keep bringing up the same exact thing, even though I've explained the position dozens of times. How many times do I have to explain the same exact position? So in that instance, the brother took a lot of.
Even if you explain it, it still remains the same, though, Captain.
No,
you still support
what remains the same?
Guilty.
But what remains the same, though?
That he was found guilty.
Definitely was found guilty, but he also took
All right, so you heard it from the horse's mouth. Filthy Frankie knows that there's an ICPK member who was found guilty of child molestation. He knows that Tazi sends him money. Yet he wears the bandana of that organization. Would someone wear a Brother Polight or Michael Nowak Jr. bandana and write Team Brother Polight? What makes those two cases different? One was a high-profile dude who hung with celebrities, entertainers. And the other one, a person that is not that known. The organization is known, however, because it is being promoted by Filthy Frankie, aka Sapofis. Do we have a case of double standard? What makes it okay for Filthy Frankie to wear their bandana? Now, I could have sworn he wore another bandana with a slightly different color. I looked for it, couldn't find it. I could have sworn he did more recently. But we still have this evidence there. He did that willingly. Nobody put a gun to his head. So, of course, since it is not even 6 a.m. yet in New York, I don't expect much participation right now. But once this stream is over, you do have the comment section, and I would like to know, why is it okay to not only be in contact and communication with this organization, to promote that organization, to promote debate with members of that organization, ranking members of that organization, but going as far as wearing the bandana of this organization? What makes it okay? Now we have a person called Osam Ka. And yesterday or the day before yesterday, we have seen that he criticized me. People have the right to criticize me. He defended not only Filthy Frankie Sanetta, but he can say if he disagrees. But it's clear to me that he defended a person convicted of rape. Now, I would say a convicted rapist, then we're going to see what kind of debate and discourse they're going to have to just tell us that it is not the case. Because with these individuals, even when a person is found guilty in a court of law, there's always an excuse. So he criticized me, which he has the right to, but he defended a convicted rapist. Now, the hypocrisy of Osam Ka, and it's very sad. His behavior is very sad because he claims Ma'at. He talks about it at least, right? Then the multi-window closed. David is in the place to be. I don't know how long I've been talking. I'm going to verify where I was when the other window. Anyway, let me be right back with y'all. So I'm sorry about this technical problem. Stop what I was talking about. Osam Ka, who claims Ma'at or at least talks about it, right? Now David wrote Osam Ka is the low-life dude capping for Sandusky. That's not me. I'm reading the comment. And he wrote it's smoke on sight for him too. Well, in reality, well, okay, he took it up a notch because there's plenty of people who are defending Filthy Frankie, despite what he does, despite what he says, despite the fact that he invites convicted rapists and child molesters in his panel. But Osanka took it up a notch by criticizing me publicly live on air. And he knows that Sanetta have accused me basically of being a molester and of a practitioner of incest. Because when he came, and he's lucky that I mistakenly deleted the stream when he came on my platform. It was cordial. The discussion was cordial, but he was capping to a level that's almost unheard of. But now he did even worse. Because as he criticized me while defending Filthy Frankie, knowing that Filthy Frankie wrote, "You be feeling on your daughter." I showed him when he came. And I showed it also on my last stream. What's the title? Cuban Crisis is a real one. Because who knows, he may act like, oh, you don't know, really? Where? So Sanetta can publicly accuse me of being a child molester, but Osam Khan has no criticism for it. You see the hypocrisy? And Osam Khan is acting like I accuse Filthy Frankie Sanetta of being a molester. Where? Can he show and prove? Can he show and prove? Now, amazingly, some people have called him a pedophile, but Osanka is not criticizing them. So would Osanka also be a xenophobic person that has no smoke, no criticism for the people who call his quote-unquote boss or homie scam cheddar a pedophile, but yet he's going to criticize me? So I am falsely being accused of calling Frankie a pedophile, and I've said for months, I didn't say that. He knows who said that, right? But on the same breath, Filthy Frankie accuses me of being a child molester, but Osam Khan has no criticism. That's hypocrisy. And he's going outside. It's very sad. But that's how life is. Like someone said, that's just the way it is. Those are the trials and tribulations that you will come across. And the reason for him jumping out of the window in that manner is because he has an interest. He wants to be put on. He wants to be put on, so he's doing that job. Now, if he completely decided to say what he said on his own accord, then it is what it is. But if there's even one sentence or a couple of words that he received as instruction for Filthy Frankie, then it's a shame. Because it means that he was coached, that he was given a direction. And also he falsely accused me of putting his name with pedophilia or child molester in the title. And you remember, Pum Pum Smashwakwa did the same thing. Live on as I was streaming, he wrote that in the chat. I read the comment he put in the chat, put it on the screen, and asked him, which video is that? And he said, this one or the other one. Then, realizing that he was being a clown, oh, well, hold on. Realizing that he was being a clown, I'm talking about Pum Pum Smashwakwa. He said, you just playing a clip from Gorilla Hebrew. Gorilla Hebrew is a Hebrew Israelite. I don't know him. One time, where it was stated that he is Haitian, so I wrote a message in Creole, and he replied, and that's about it. That's the brief exchange we had. The video of Gorilla Hebrew that I played, he's from a Hebrew Israelite group called Sakari. He said that we need to call out the molesters, the rapists. That's what he said. Damn, should have gone left here. Right? Now, Pum Pum Smash Rockford, for strange reason, had a problem with that. He had a problem with me playing a video of someone saying that we should call out the molesters. You have to wonder why. So, in other words, for some people, you cannot play a video of somebody criticizing the molesters and saying that we should call out the molesters. And that's something. Jamil Davis is in the place to be. David wrote, he about to be graveling like Chris Snakes. He can do what he wants. He's a grown man. Hold on. Now, Wab Funk is asking, who? Osam Ka? Yes. And I'm not calling him names or disrespecting him. You see? In my last stream, because what happened actually, for those who have noticed, my last stream disappeared. I tried to remove the music from Frankie's video. And when I edited the video with a YouTube editor, I ended up, instead of removing the video, the last part, I cropped it, and only the last part was playing. I wanted the last part to be off, and only the last part remained. So I re-uploaded, which means that the video entitled Cuban Crisis is a real one. And Sareda knew that Polight was on the underage girl, is no longer on the live streams tab of my YouTube channel, however, it's on the videos tab. But I shared it in my community timeline. So on that video, yes, you can see Osam Ka, who was on Sapofis, Filthy Frankie's channel, and started speaking, and he mentioned me by name, and he criticized me. He criticized me, he made false accusation, and not only he defended Filthy Frankie Sanetta, he actually defended the mighty Hebrew who was found guilty of rape, who went to prison for that. Now, you know what's funny? This is what Sanetta said about the mighty Hebrew. Not only Sanetta, but Onk as well.
How about the mighty fucking Hebrew? This nigga went to jail for rape, dog.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
and that nigga back in the community, like everything good, Hebrew's quiet. What about Nazi Yashavel?
Hold on. Let me get this nigga.
And here's Scamcha, the Filthy Frankie Sapofis alone.
Let's not forget the mighty Hebrew nigga, who you get constantly on your channel, who's on all the Hebrew's channel. Don't forget the mighty Hebrew, the bald head nigga, been already incarcerated in prison for molesting a young child. He came home and they violated him again because the nigga was trying to fuck with another child.
So, as Osam Ka criticized me in the defense of Scam Cheddar, and as he defended the mighty Hebrew who was found guilty of rape, we have the court summary, and we even heard Frankie and Bobby Banger saying that he went to prison for rape. He came up with a new talking point that when it comes to the mighty Hebrew, somebody needs to bring the girl so that she can say what was done to her. So now all these rapists and child molesters, I guess, can have a new talking point. They're going to say, well, did you bring the girl? Did somebody bring the girl so she can say what was done to her? And that's why I'm saying it's extremely sad. Because in the defense of Sapofis, Filthy Frankie, Osaimka ultimately defended a rapist live on air for the whole world to see. So a rapist gets defended, but usually Shakandugu Keme from Ma'at Forever gets criticized and falsely accused. Some call it slander, some call it defamation. And that's something. Wild Funk wrote, man, Smash is disappointed. Smash is disappointed. Yeah, Pum Pum Smash, I mean, the dude said himself, he wrote himself that he was in the process of filing a restraining order and a writ of possession to the Supreme Court of California. Besides him doing several copyright claims against me. I didn't do a single copyright claim against him. Even though he also, Pum Pum Smash Rockwell, did what some people call slander and defamation. He lied on me publicly. Now, Osaimka can act like he doesn't know. My videos are there. And I think he probably knows. But if he doesn't know, he is free, if he wants to see the documentation of Pum Pum Smash Rockwell lying on me live on air by saying that I am Jewish, by saying that my father is white, by challenging me to prove that I'm studying Egyptology at an institution, and by saying that I was not a champion of a martial art champion, basically accusing me of lying. So how is it that Osaimka, who either claims or at least talk about Ma'at, wants to go live and give moral lessons, but he is cool with someone that invites rapists and child molesters on his panel, that invites some people who send money to a convicted child molester, that invites people who do slander, defamation in their own words. I would say who lie, but they like to make it so extra, right? And he's doing that on the panel of somebody who accused me of being a molester of my own child. My own child. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Danny Williams wrote, Osar capping for Frankie. Wild Funk wrote, yeah, that Osar dude is dodgy. When I heard him going at Shaka, I was like, hang on. And if people want to be on that panel order, well, hey, do your thing. But he jumped out of the window and he's so sad. Danny wrote facts, Shaka. Wild Funk wrote, didn't Osar said that he needs to hear from the victim first to be convinced? He said that someone, it's not clear if he meant me or the mighty Hebrew, but someone needs to bring the girl so the girls can say what happens to her. And I'm paraphrasing, it's documented. It's documented. He said that live on air, we have that documented. HOK instructions, some orders, Smash God. So just in case, before I finish, I'm going to share the link, because who knows, Osaimka may say, well, I was going to get on and say this and that, but I had no opportunity, But I'm not doing this because, that was a talking point of Frankie. I'm not doing that. You notice his name is not in the title. Actually, I was going to put, his name in the title and write, defended a convicted rapist. Right? Then I thought, oh, he's going to complain. And I thought, well, I may as well put, he defended someone who was convicted of rape. But then I thought, hey, you know what? I ain't going to put his name in the title. So I'm leaving this, and in a few minutes, I'm going to end the live stream. But it is very sad. What happened was very, very sad. I ain't going to lose sleep over it. Wafunk wrote, what's this nonsense with grown men in their 50s and 60s only relying on a judicial verdict after sentencing of a molester? What grace do victims have to open up about it if their elders don't trust them? It's not even a matter of trust. We're dealing with a court of law. Because when we listen to those cats, it's a bit like Polight's videos for those who've seen it, that was released on his social media. When you listen to Polight, everybody's then wrong. Everybody's dead wrong. Even the person that handled the DNA evidence somehow, some way was fishy or made some sort of mistake, or likely made some sort of mistake. When you listen to the ISUPK dude, the captain, the ranking member, it's like the court was wrong, the judge was wrong. Everybody was wrong. And he keeps talking about a lie detector test, which has nothing to do with the sentencing. As if today, or in the last few years, or in the last decades, when there is a rape case, they make the accused pass a lie detector test, and if he passes the lie detector test, then he's free to walk. Talking points that are pointless. Pointless talking points. Let me make a phone call real quick. I'll be right back. So I spoke on the fly as I was streaming and discovering 50 Frankie's video. Oh, there, hold on. I got a phone call. I won't be long. Et bonjour, Mero.
Bonjour.
Et hotep.
Hotep.
Et good morning.
Good morning.
Et goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Wafunk wrote, so Osar also wants to hold these kangaroo courts on YouTube to hear from the victim in order to decide whether the victim is telling the truth or not. I mean, what the F are we doing here? I quoted him. I paraphrase. I'm not lying on him. I am not lying on him. I'm not slandering here. I'm not slandering here. I am not slandering him. I'm not doing defamation. Andrew Burnett wrote, "Well, Funk, you are right. The victim should never give them the time of the day." And trust me, just like I never expected Pum Pum Smashwakwa to behave the way he did by trying to get my channel terminated, by filing copyright claims, by lying on me and my family, lying on by giving me a religious affiliation that I don't have, right? Even to the point of when he commented on my fight, my martial art fight, not street fight, he said, "Man, with the headgear to diminish the situation when professionals wear headgear for the Olympic Games of boxing." A ridiculous talking about. These guys can never be wrong. They will always have something to say. Then at one point he said, "Man, I will beat you." Now, I ain't losing sleep over it. I ain't scared at all. But I'm like, he's on panels with rapists, child molesters, scammers. He ain't saying I will beat you. But when he talks about me, that's what he ends up saying. And you know what? All of this because Pum Pum Smashwakwa was in error, was wrong about his historical claim regarding the Hyksos, because he said the Hyksos are fake. They made that up. And he said that Kush is not in Nubia. Now, for the Kush not being in Nubia, there's nothing much you could say. But for the Hyksos being fake and claiming that they made that up, he moved the goalpost, going from they are fake to they were only rulers. If they were rulers, how can they be fake? But he has no integrity. Pum Pum Smashwakwa has no integrity, and we have seen that. Now, for Osam Ka, I never expected that. I saw that he was on a panel order several times when I streamed and responded to Frankie or some strange claims, exotical claims. I've seen Osam Ka on that panel order. I took notice of it, didn't say anything negative about him. Did I? Did I? I surely didn't lie on him. I surely did not attack him or criticize him. But that's what they do. All right. Wafunk wrote, what's his obsession with hearing the victim's testimony in public before you decide to believe them or not? Like I said, while we're doing this to the victims, is sick. Once again, it's not an issue of believing the victim. If they figure that the court system was wrong, you know, those cats, you know, you have to be careful. They're so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then they may as well take action. They may as well take action. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, the person has done time in prison, was released. Now he left the country. Some will have some statements or opinion about this or claims about this. But when he was on the slammer, when he was in the slammer, I don't know if they took some steps to ask for the release of the individual because he would have been falsely sentenced. The funny thing is that we do have Theatre Frankie on tape saying that it was a consensual relationship. Yet the TMH dude claims that he never touched the girl. They cannot even get their lies straight. David Rowe telling him, step in the ring and test his might. No. I'm not looking to have physical fights. You know what I'm saying? So no, he was just talking because he was salty and mad and he tried to censor me. Frankie tried to censor me too. Nepal Shada Woof Woof also tried to censor me too. All three of them make copyright claims against me. Wafunk wrote, why is Osam Ka even getting involved in this nonsense? Well, somebody told me, I don't know if it's true, that he has an upcoming debate over there, right? But what is sure is that he's been hanging on that panel. And he has a right to hang everywhere he wants. But for him to criticize me while defending a guy convicted of rape, I wouldn't have expected that. But once again, I'm not losing sleep over it. My life will remain the same. I would say it's sad. I would say that Osanka is going out sad. Wild Funk wrote, now who knows what the bald-head dude is doing in Africa? Donnie wrote, he's trying to be down with those guys, Wild Funk. Yeah, it's clear, it's obvious. It's obvious. Even Pum Pum Smash Rockwell. Now, I haven't heard all this stuff. Sometimes people give me the timestamps. I may scroll through and find a part. But I haven't heard Pum Pum Smash Rockwell defending the TMH dude. And ironically, you have Filthy Frankie, who's capping for the TMH after saying that he went to prison for molesting a young child. Then when he was released, he got violated, which means arrested or, charged or whatever, for trying to F another young child. We have that on tape. Bobby Banger says that he's not letting the dude off the hook. So even within their team, the Rape-OK, House of Conscious Mess, House of Pedals, that most people know as HOK, House of Convicts, spelled with a K, even within that team, they're not on par. They are not on agreement. So those guys are not even in agreement regarding a rape case. Somebody who was found guilty of rape in a court of law. But yet we're going to expect them to be in agreement when it comes to ancient history. So I'm about to end the stream, but just in case, I'm sharing this link. It is something, man. I mean, when you think it's worse, it's just getting worse. So I don't expect anybody to wear a Polight bandana. He used to have the organization known as New Covenant, but I'm pretty confident that it has stopped existing a long time ago because we haven't heard the dude rapping it in a long time. That's for those who are going to say, oh, you use it Polight. On the other hand, you talk about an organization. What's Polight's organization? What is the name of his organization? I don't expect anybody to wear a Polight bandana or write Team Polight. But yet, Filthy Frankie, Sanetta, Scam Cheddar, not only wore the ISUPK bandana, and he's the one who said that a high-ranking member, a captain called Tozayak, sends money to an ISUPK member who was found guilty in the court of law, guilty of molestation. But he wrote Team ISUPK, Sanetta. Why would he write that? If he is not a member, wouldn't that be false flagging? Wouldn't that be pretending, or would that be just cap? Why he doesn't put Team Mighty Hebrew? Or whatever his organization is called. Whatever name his organization is called. Now, we have that Dutchy lady who said that she graduated or got some certificate or qualification from a school of the Mighty Hebrew. Why this preferential treatment towards ISUPK? Did anybody ever bother asking Sanetta if he belongs to ISUPK, if he's a member, or if he has ever been? Did anybody care or bother to ask Filthy Frankie if he belongs to the Nubian cult or whatever new name they may have? If he's a follower of the teachings of Malachi York or a follower of Malachi York, either now or before? Has anybody heard Filthy Frankie Sanetta insulting Polight? Has anybody heard Sapo Fist Filthy Frankie saying F Polight? Has anybody heard Filthy Frankie say no, descends. Has anybody heard descends, je te dis, Miro, descends, reste là. Has anybody heard? Ne commence pas à m'énerver. Non. Has anybody heard? Filthy Frankie started to say F Malachi York. We heard him insulting people, individuals, their mothers, their son, the mayor, the commissioner. So he can insult adults, children, law enforcement people, government people. But Malachi York gets that special treatment. Andrea Burnett wrote, it's so ridiculous the effort they go through to keep up this nonsense. Yes, and that's the thing. They're acting like they're outraged at what Polight did, but here they are defending some organization that sends money to rapists, defending people who have been found guilty of rape, and that's something. And look at the timing. What Funk wrote, what's going on over there? The bald-head dude victimized someone that is the partner of a fellow HOK member. And yeah, that's to add insult to the injury. Not just that. You know what's funny? You know what's strange, what's interesting? Osar MK is in good terms with Rabon. Several times he mentioned Rabon's name. They know each other and they are in good terms. Rabon, I haven't heard everything they said, but I have not heard Rabon having smoke for the TMH dude. And his wife says that he exposed himself to her and had her humiliated in their private kangaroo Hebrews or like quote. I have not heard Rabon having any smoke for Filthy Frankie since the latter has invited the TMH dude on several occasions. I mean, it's just weird to a level that can barely make sense. While Rabon needs to cut ties with Saad just for that, at the very least, if anything, as a duty to his current partner. Well, I'm not saying he needs to do this and do that, but I understand, you know. Okay, I'm going to end the stream, but here we have Divinely Inspired in the place to be. He wrote, I think that Sapophis is whatever gets him the most dollars. Yeah, that with him it's like that. So thank you for being there. I'm going to end the live stream. We're going to make moves with the family. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't want to give you a state fast. If you're not part of the solution, that's why. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Why to do an hotel.